multiculturalism is a concept that defines Fiji quite well. You know, we're a country of many colors, many faces, voices, and cultures, and it sums up the way I grew up and the way many young Fijians have grown up. I don't think any of us can imagine growing up in a country without our brothers and sisters from other heritages, whether it be the Hindi-speaking community, whether it be communities from other island groups, as well as our Western neighbors who have lived here in our country as well. It's something that I believe has enriched my life. I think multiculturalism can only add to you. It can only add so many new varieties to your life experience. And I would never take away a single one of my friends from my multicultural experience growing up in Fiji.
I believe Fiji is made up of many different ethnicities, many different religions, many different people. They make up this nation called Fiji. And I believe multiculturalism is all about just acknowledging the fact that your brother and your sister of another ethnicity is also a citizen or a member of your community. And it's also acknowledging the fact that although we are different, we are still one.
A personal lesson that I have grown to cherish and have tried to embody in my life is to accept differences. Happiness and unity doesn't mean the absence of differences. It means acknowledging that differences do exist, but appreciating them as well. And respecting that my friends may have different beliefs or different values to myself, but rather than focusing on the differences, to choose to focus on our commonalities, to focus on the fact that we all want a better future, we all want to have the best education that we can, we all want to work, bring our children up in a safe community, and those I believe are the ideals that will bind us together. And the differences that we have just make us all the more colorful and makes our community more interesting.
In order to have a truly multicultural society, you must also preach the message of peace. The reason why is because when we begin to open up the boxes, when we talk about multiculturalism, we talk about different faiths, we talk about different cultures, we talk about different ideas. And so what basically happens is we begin to feel fear for another person, or another person's ideology, or their idea of the way things should be done.
I believe peace, perhaps starting from the inside, peace is about acceptance, about security, about safety. Feeling at peace with yourself means accepting that you are a work in progress, that you are not perfect, but you are a living, progressing being. And peace in the community, as I mentioned before, doesn't mean the absence of differences. It doesn't mean that you don't have debates or that you don't have arguments. But peace means that you cherish one another's opinions and one another's humanity. And in knowing that just as much as I have the right to my beliefs, the same comes from the other person's perspective.
Peace is something that happens first internally, and it also happens externally. Peace internally is you feeling good about yourself, you allowing yourself to be who you truly are, and actually accepting other people. So it also is about accepting another person for their difference, accepting another person for what they bring when they want to form a relationship with you. For a lot of people today, we think that differences are bad, but differences are actually good. Yeah? They actually really paint a really good picture of Fiji today. When we talk about peace, what we're actually saying is that there are other ways of going about and coming to solutions. We're opening the door to dialogue. We're allowing people to actually understand that you, as a peace advocate, you also have every right to demand change, but it must be done the right way. If you're a bank teller, if you're a shoe shine boy, or if you are an activist, or if you're the Prime Minister of this nation, you need to treat people with respect, give them the dignity that they deserve, and accept them for their differences. And this will lead to a culture of peace. When you decide that I am not going to impose my idea on another person, I will allow them to express themselves the way that they want to express themselves. I will allow them to showcase their faith or their culture. Yeah? It's when we actually start making these small decisions, that's when we as leaders actually start realizing that peace is achievable.
So peace, I think, is about happy coexistence, happiness in diversity. While we are diverse and are different, it doesn't mean that we have to ignore our differences. It means that we acknowledge them, we respect them, and we choose to build on the things that we have in common. It gives me great hope, not only for the future but for the present, knowing that there are young people who are out there who are working to build bridges across generations, across classes, across economic and educational barriers. I think that that's something that will really give us a much stronger community in the future. And it's also something that empowers me as well, because I know that we are not simply sitting here and asking for a better tomorrow, but we are actually willing to get up there, roll up our sleeves, and build that tomorrow for ourselves, while making the present more peaceful society.
It is important that you as an individual, you decide who do you want to be. You decide what type of person do you want to portray yourself as. And once you've made these decisions of your own identity, you're at peace with yourself. And I believe that in order to achieve peace outside of your body, peace with other people, peace with your family, peace in your community, in your school, you must first find who you are.
Look to youth as the example for peace building, not only for today but also for tomorrow. To look at youth in whatever community that you go into, youths making friends across barriers, making friends with people of other cultures, people of other value groups or of other religions. It always heartens me when I hear people who visit Fiji from other countries saying that they find our society so accepting. And I think that that is a lot to do with our youth and our accepting nature. And I encourage adults to take that on board. I know that change is not always easy, but I believe that youth can set the example for peace.